The sweet music of water rushing over rock, a stream, sparkling, pristine. Steelhead, a type of rainbow trout finning in the current. The setting, you ask? The Pacific Northwest, Idaho, maybe Alaska? Nope, Fairview Park. That's right, a river runs through it, the Rocky River. And believe it or not, Field and Stream, one of the most respected journals of the outdoors, says we have a real gem here. The magazine rates the Rocky as one of the best fishing streams in the country, and steelhead are a big reason why. Two guys who ought to know something about that, Paul Holzheimer and Billy Miller, couldn't agree more. Paul's a tournament angler, one of the best steelhead fishermen in the area. Billy is an expert too, co-owner of the Rodmaker's Shop, one of the top fishing outfitters in Northeast Ohio.
The Rocky River being so much public access, anybody can come from anywhere and, have a great day on the river.
Nice little steelhead. We've never done this. This is a riot.
Making this even more incredible, steelhead aren't Ohio natives. They're from the Pacific, a type of sea-run rainbow trout. About 30 years ago, the state started stocking them in Lake Erie. And on the Rocky, the fish make runs in the fall and the spring. They've earned the nickname chrome because when they first enter the river, they're bright silver, and they are powerful, making a grand escape nearly as often as they're caught.
These fish are pretty fresh. When you got this fast current, they use their big broke off. They use their tails like a big paddle, and they're going to get into that fast current, and they're going to use it to their advantage, and a lot of times they win.
What may seem like a simple pastime turns into a passion. Experience the steelhead's power, its grace, its beauty, even just once, and you're hooked.
And the fish like to lay behind those bigger boulders where there's softer water, and I kept hanging up, snapping off, and then all of a sudden I set the hook and I was like, son of a gun, another snag, and then the snag took off and I was like, oh, I got one.
Yeah, snags don't swim upstream.
That fish went everywhere. Once you catch one, you're hooked.
Dude, how cool is that to watch that sucker just eat it? I mean, just,
Steelhead can be caught on nearly every stretch of the Rocky from just about October to May, often on these bits of yarn and hair. They're called flies. While they look like scraps to us, to steelhead, they look like delicacies, the things they love to eat. But don't let the mystique of fly fishing scare you off.
You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. You can get into it fairly cheap. You don't even need to have waders if you don't want. There's a lot of places here where you can actually fish from shore at some of the fords and be really, really successful on these fish.
Maybe that's what makes steelhead fishing so alluring, the simplicity, but it's an ease that takes a lifetime to master. And then there's the peace, nirvana at the end of a fly rod. A fly floating downstream, patience, solitude, the sound of the current taking you to another place, and you never have to leave Northeast Ohio to get there. A gem we have here, a gem whose sparkle reflects all the colors of a rainbow trout.
Just gorgeous fish. They really don't get any pretty olive green on top of their heads with the spots. This is what you're looking for in Rocky River. It's probably a nice 6-pound fish. And they get a lot bigger, and it's amazing just a 6-pound fish what the fight they'll do.